I decided to create a quick video as it would be way easier to comprehend what's going on. It's hard to explain just with pictures. I'm running my AC for a couple of hours already, and it's drawing 30 amps of current, and the battery started full here on this display with 200 amp hours, and currently it's just 110 amp hours, so obviously it's nearly 50%. This one was working fine with my lead acid battery, so I trust it. It's connected properly and everything is connected properly. I'm sure about that. I measured voltage drops across cables. Cables are 35 millimeters with copper lux and everything, so that should be fine. The voltage here is 12.49. The AC is running. No chargers are connected. There is the AC to DC charger, 20 amps, it's off, see, and this is the DC to DC charger, which is off as well, and this is the battery, the MPPT Victron solar charger, which is off through the app. I'm not sure, actually there is no actual way to turn it off from here, but the battery charging is disabled through the app. So the battery, although the state of the battery is nearly 60%, the state of the battery shown here is 76%. It used to stay at 80 for a long time, like for hours and hours. Now it dropped to 76, which is something new. The temperature was 20 when I started with troubleshooting the problem. Now it's 34 because it's working. The battery is a bit hot here, but not hot, just warm. That's okay. But the interesting thing is that the voltage here is 13 volts, which is 0.5 volts lower than the actual voltage on terminals shown by the shunt, the monitor I show you. This is its battery sense wire. So this is the shunt measures the voltage at terminals, and I double checked it with multimeter. I cannot do it now because I don't have enough hands, but the multimeter shows exactly the same voltage on terminals. So what's going on is that if I turn off the AC gracefully, now just the power inverter stays on, the fan, and now the draw dropped from 30 amps to 0.8 amps. This is only for the inverter. I will turn off the inverter, not gracefully. It wants to cool down, but fortunately it will be harder to prove my point. So I'm turning off the inverter, and now as you can see, the state of the battery is the same. The voltage is low enough for the the voltage is low enough for the charging to proceed, and currently it's not drawing anything, not charging. So let's turn. I can do it with the solar, but since the only display of the solar is on the phone, you won't be able to see. So I'll try to show with a battery to battery charger. Okay, the engine is on. I'm turning the battery to battery charger on. it is configured for lithium iron phosphate charging with 14.4 volts. So now this is the input voltage, it's 13.8, which is good. This is the output voltage, it is 14.2, and this is connected directly to the shunt. So if anything goes from here to the battery, the shunt will show it. Okay, no fault. So currently it even shows power pack flashing. This flashing light means power pack. That means that it doesn't sense a battery to charge, so it just delivers the voltage to consumers, which are all off, but it still delivers 14.4 volts. And if we go to the battery shunt, you can see that there is no charge at all going to the battery, just nothing, fortunately. And the voltage is already 14.4. So this is the voltage on the battery terminals. That means that the charger is delivering exactly 14.4 volts as you recommended, but nothing goes to the battery. And there is the battery again. It shows now 80%, 13.1, which is totally not correct. Like, the voltage is measured obviously before the BMS, and then the BMS somehow, I guess, has a diode that is off and it's not letting any power in. And it's hard to show you, but the voltage measured with multimeter is exactly what the shunt shows. See, 14.4. Sorry, I'm doing it with one hand, but you get the point. There, 14.4 exactly. So that's on the terminals. And this is what is shown here. Obviously there is no connection between the terminals and the point from which this display reads the information, and I guess this display reads the information before the battery management system. So yeah, there is some kind of problem with the BMS. And the manual actually here, which is written in nice Chinese language, says unable to charge or discharge. Check the wire connection. Done. My wire's okay. Check the voltage. Done. Check the connection between cells. The only way to do this is to open this slit, which I haven't done because I don't want to void the warranty. Unload first, then connect again. I'm not sure if that means to turn off all the loads and connect it again. If so, I've done that already.